that's one thing that we gotta realize, right? And I feel like in order for that traditional sound of hip hop to return to prominence, right? That foundation to be uplifted and rejoiced upon, right? Joey had to show up. Joey had to make his self known, his love, right? His representation of Brooklyn, BK, of the one of the five boroughs of New York City, just a kid from Westbrook, right? He had to make that known. And just like that regional sound from LA coming back, he was able to bring that back with the finals. He was able to bring that back with my town. Right? He was able to bring that back. So Joey won and the East Coast won, but LA still winning because they still have Kendrick Lamar. And that sound from LA, that regional sound, is not going anywhere. Right? People are really starting to adjust to it, to adapt to it, and it's not becoming just an acquired taste anymore. People are starting to take a liking to it. But I learned that don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I push the line with it. Like, that's when that all started. When Kendrick said, what I learned that is most people don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I push the line with it. Right? He foreshadowed a lot of things to come. And approaching Gen X with this West Coast sound. And now you got everybody from the West Coast saying people don't rock with West Coast music. And people from the West Coast like West Coast music because they're familiar with it. Right? Same way people from West Coast might not love the boom bap of the East Coast of New York. Same way New York might not love the Southern, the slow down, slang from Texas, from Atlanta. Like, it is what it is. Y'all people been complaining about people don't like the West Coast music. It's a regional sound. Why is everybody supposed to like it? Like, it's going to break through if it's potent enough. And if it's not, then it's going to be where it's at. And Gen X showed that it was potent enough to break through some of the mainstream barriers. Kendrick did that. Not any of these other henchmen from the West Coast. But now that he's ushered in that sound, now La Russell, now Ray Vaughn, now people from AZ Shike, now people got a chance to float on those type of beats, and there be more awareness to them nationally, right? And even worldwide. So, god damn, the West Coast dig licking. And it ain't even dig licking, it's just, come on, fam. Like, we have to be fair. We have to be honest. Like, when Kendrick won this battle, everybody from the West was saying that Kendrick was the winner. Now that Joey wins the battle and represents the East Coast, don't want to give him the credit that he deserves? What type of real men move like that? And I'm not talking about Punch. I'm not talking about Top. I'm not talking about DJ Head. I'm just speaking in general. Like, you got to be fair across the board if this is for hip hop. And if you still want the West Coast to shine, you got to share that spotlight with the East Coast, because when the East and West Coast were at their peak and at their most prominent is when they were shining together. When you had Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Tupac, then you had Biggie Smalls, Bad Boy, LL Cool J, right? Method Man, Redman, Jay-Z, Ja Rule, DMX, like. And I feel like the East Coast just has to figure out a way to make a hit using their sound. Right? Because that's really the difference between all the coast and what the East Coast is doing right now. And I think that's the prophecy. I think that's the challenge for Joey, right? Because